Hey everyone, welcome to The Culture Show. Hannah here from Purpose Jobs, the largest community of purpose driven professionals. We are so passionate about helping folks find meaning in their work. That's why we decided to go behind the scenes with awesome startup and tech companies to really dig into their culture and what it's like to work on their team. We're so excited to share those discoveries with you and know you'll find some good nuggets along the way. Thanks so much for tuning in, and let's get started. Hey y'all, I'm Hannah, as you know, joined by Pin from the LeanTaaS team. Thanks so much for tuning in with us today. Pin has worked with the LeanTaaS team for over 3 years and currently serves as a senior implementation and customer success manager. She's really excited to have this opportunity to share more about the LeanTaaS culture with us today. Pin, can you start by sharing a little bit more about yourself and what LeanTaaS does?
Yeah, sure. Hi, everyone. I'm Ping. As Hannah said, I'm currently a senior product implementation customer success manager here at LeanTaaS. So I'm originally from Taiwan. I moved to the US to study healthcare policy. And after that, I've worked with hospitals in the areas of data intelligence, finance, and international market development. And then I left the US for a year to study MBA in the UK. So after I graduated from MBA program, I joined LeanTaaS, which is a healthcare AI software company, and we are all about helping providers optimize their operations.
That's awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing more about your background and what LeanTaaS does. I think that was a really good summary there. So tell us a little bit about why LeanTaaS does what they do. What's their why, their mission, their purpose, their vision? Just talk to us a little bit about why this work is so important.
Yeah. So LeanTaaS has been really blessed that we've worked with over 1,000 healthcare systems and centers across the US. And we came across some common pain points like really long patient wait time, suboptimal utilization that can lead to the care team, like nurses, worn out. So the entire purpose of LeanTaaS is to empower providers by helping them optimize their resources and unlock capacity. Because in this way, not only more patients can be seen when they need cares, right? But also we can help the care teams, nurses, we can help their day go better, a smoother day without burnout.
I love that. As an operations minded person myself, I always love when we can create a system that helps things move more efficiently. So that's really cool. Can you go and share, now that we understand what LeanTaaS does and why they do it, talk to us a little bit about what it's like to work at LeanTaaS. What is the culture like there?
Oh, yeah. I'm very happy to share because I absolutely love our culture here. It fits me so well. So I've worked with LeanTaaS for about 3 years, and really, like everyone I have met so far is so great. Everyone is smart and very driven. Even though LeanTaaS is no longer the early stage startup, but we still have that scrappiness as part of our culture. So things move fast here, which I love because I like to see things happen. But I think more importantly is people are really open minded here, which I found it very special because smart people sometimes are not the most open minded, but here we are very encouraged to debate and express different opinions, and we are open to change for the better. So it's a very supportive environment where I feel like I'm heard, my opinion matters. And I think the good culture comes from top down. I really admire our leadership because they are transparent and communicative. So, tech company, usually we have the all hands meetings every month. Our leadership doesn't just talk about like good news, like good performance, but they are open to share the challenges and headwinds that come our way and share with us the strategic response, which I really enjoy learning about, like the big macro environment. Um, and the last but not the least, I think for me personally, I love the diversity here. Since I come from a very diverse background, I really feel like I'm back into the uni days. I'm not just talking about the ethnicity. It's like everyone come from different professional background. And it really doesn't matter what your background is. You really can succeed.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that. I think you touched on so many things. Love a smart, scrappy team, and while not being that startup anymore, but still having that startup mentality, top-down culture, diversity. I think all of that really creates a phenomenal culture at LeanTaaS. So thanks so much for sharing that. So you just walked through some of the cultural pieces. Now, talk to me a little bit. I think a lot of what job seekers are also interested in are those specific benefits or perks, those tangible items. What are some of the best benefits and perks that you see at LeanTaaS that you enjoy?
Yeah. So I think first is I really like we have a monthly stipend, which we can use toward like a gym membership, utility, your internet, things like that. And especially we work remotely, so it's a really nice perk to have some reimbursement on monthly basis. I also like we have educational fund, so if we are interested to continue our learning in the areas that's relevant to our job, we do have an educational fund that we can apply for. And I also love our quarterly team bonding funds because we work remotely, so we do have a quarterly budget that we can use to like just do some fun activity. So we just had a candle making class, virtual candle making class the other like last month, which was super fun. And lastly, I really like the in-person retreat. So we just had a company-wide January retreat in January. So it's like we 300 people flew to like Santa Clara, California, and then we got to meet people in person, which is really precious because we work remotely. So it's really nice to meet our teammates in person. The camaraderie in the event is just incredible.
That's awesome. I love to hear all of that. And thanks for sharing that LeanTaaS is a fully remote team too. That's something I forgot to ask earlier. How big is LeanTaaS at this point?
I really lost track, but I think we have more than 300 people now.
Awesome,
It
awesome.
has been growing so fast, so I lost my track.
Yeah, I'm sure that's hard to keep track of. Cool. Well, very neat. And then I know you talked a little bit about the top-down culture. I think that's really great. You all are a remote work company. Talk to us a little bit more about how does LeanTaaS create an opportunity or just establish work-life balance and flexibility, and how does leadership really help promote that at the same time?
Yeah, I mean, again, I think it really comes from top down. So leadership um, really encourage a work and life balance. Well, first of all, you are not expected to reply Slack at 10 p.m. So yeah.
That's
So
right.
I think people in general are really respectful for your business hours. So we are not expected to reply email or Slack outside of the business hours. Granted, there are situations like urgent situation that we need to take care of. Yeah, but it's rare. Um, and the other thing is, I really enjoy our PTO here. And seriously, like I just came back from Taiwan. I went back home last week. This is really the place where I feel I can take vacation a peace, because I know my team got my back. I'm not worried about that. There will be a pile of works awaiting for me after I return, because people really cover for me when I'm on vacation, and we are encouraged not to check Slack or emails when we take our PTO. So yeah, I think in general, people it's a really good work and life balance company.
Yes, that makes a ton of sense. Awesome. Thanks so much for sharing. So last question for you, and we'll wrap things up. What does a potential candidate really have to look forward to in joining the LeanTaaS team? Is there any advice that you would share with them as they're considering one of your open positions?
Yeah, I think really for anyone who is driven and who wants to make impact, right? I love what I do because I think it's meaningful. So if you are driven, you want to do something good, this is a great place for you.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time today, Pin. We really appreciate it. We'll be sure to link LeanTaaS's careers page and other sites so that folks can get further acquainted. But thanks so much for tuning in with us.
Yeah. Thank you for letting me share with you guys. Oh, Hannah, I do want to mention one thing. Yeah, I mean, as I say, I really enjoy my time here because I genuinely enjoy and appreciate my colleagues. And I travel for work to visit customers. So I got to see how our product is being used at the infusion centers. So when the schedulers or nurse came to me and say, "Thank you, your product is really making my day better," that's really the most rewarding. That's really motivating for me personally. And then so I'm really grateful for the opportunities I'm given here at LeanTaaS. And it's not just about opportunities. It's whenever there's a new project, I appreciate the leadership. Make sure we have enough resource to support us to succeed. So that's why I think this is really a great company. I really, really enjoy my time working
That's
here.
amazing. Thank you so much for all of your wisdom and just glowing remarks. It really sounds like such a great place to work. So thanks so much for your time today, Finn.